Psalm 58 is really a plea for God to execute justice upon those who are disobeying his laws. Justice. Do you rulers know the meaning of the word? Do you judge the people fairly? No, all your dealings are crooked. You hand out violence instead of justice. These wicked people are born sinners. Even from birth they have lied and gone their own way. They spit poison like deadly snakes. They are like cobras that refuse to listen, ignoring the tunes of the snake charmers, no matter how skillfully they play. Break off their fangs, O God. Smash the jaws of these lions, O Lord. May they disappear like water into thirsty ground. Make their weapons useless in their hands. May they be like snails that dissolve into slime, like a stillborn child who will never see the sun. God will sweep them away, both young and old, faster than a pot heats on an open flame. The godly will rejoice when they see injustice avenged. They will wash their feet in the blood of the wicked. Then at last, everyone will say, there truly is a reward for those who live for God. Surely there is a God who judges justly here on earth. It reads as quite brutal, almost extreme, wishing for the worst for those who have done their worst here on earth. And we can all relate to that at times, can't we? Come on, God, this isn't fair that they should be allowed to get away with that sort of thing. Well, God as judge, yes, he is part of the God that we see in scriptures. But God is also a God of mercy and a God of grace. How do you combine the two? There will come the time when the time of grace runs out. That is foreseen in the book of Revelation. Chapter 20, we see this part of John's vision where he sees, as he puts it, a great white throne. And he goes on, I saw the one who was sitting on it, God. The earth and sky fled from his presence, but they found no place to hide. I saw the dead, both great and small, standing before God's throne, and the books were opened, including the book of life. And the dead were judged according to the things written in the books, according to what they had done. Oh, what a terrible thought, to be judged by what I have done. Describes how all the dead came and stood before God. And then death and the grave were thrown into the lake of fire. The second death, the lake of fire. This was where death itself was destroyed. And anyone whose name was not found recorded in the book of life was thrown into the lake of fire. This final destruction, this second death, is for those who have not taken hold of the grace on offer through Jesus. The scriptures say that those who turn to the Lord, their name is written in, as it were, a book of life. And your name is there. It is not taken away. If you have turned to the Lord in faith and repentance, you do not need to worry about the judgment of God. Accept instead the grace and mercy of God in Jesus. Oh Lord, I thank you for all that you have done. You are a God of justice, a God of righteousness. but your grace and mercy are greater, and I praise you in thanksgiving and awe.